Okay, in this module, we are in Module 1, Day 3 folder. I'm just going to give you an overview of what we're going to do in this during this class. You will, for the assignment due, there's no actually official assignment that you have to submit, but I do want you to start thinking about a website theme or idea that you will use to create your website throughout this semester. Okay, so you'll have starting today and then all of next week to come up with an idea that you're really excited and passionate about, and I'll go over the different options here in a second. But that'll be your assignment for not this upcoming Monday because it's a holiday, but the following Monday. Okay, so in class I'm just gonna show you a short video on social media and how it's changing the brain right now. It's kind of an interesting little video, and then I'm going to have you respond to a poll question that using a free technology called polleverywhere.com. This is a nice piece of software that you can use right away. You can learn it in just a couple minutes, and I really encourage you, if you have a presentation in another class that you're doing and you want to engage your audience, your participants, and impress your boss, impress your instructor, incorporate some interactive polls like this into your presentation, and they're really easy to create. You don't need to pay anything, and you can have your participants respond right from a cell phone, right from a laptop computer, tablet, anything like that. You can ask multiple choice questions, open-ended questions, pictures, things like that. So we'll use that in class, and we'll talk a little bit more about ways to use it during the class. Have you take attendance. I do want to give just a refresher overview on the LabRed class setup and answer any questions now that it's you've had a chance for it to kind of sink in. Okay, so I will have you give you the opportunity to ask any questions on that. And then we're going to get into the course project. For this course project, you're going to be developing a website. That's the large project throughout the entire semester. Each module with it throughout the semester, though, you're going to be adding different pieces to that module. You're going to be adding infographics and graphic design and videos and things like that. So you're going to have to come up with an idea that you want to develop a website on throughout the semester. So you'll be creating around 10 different projects. So it's really got to be something that either fits with your major, fits with your career aspirations, but definitely something that you are passionate about. Okay, something that really you can see yourself creating for the next 15 weeks of this class. You do want to obviously make sure it's professional and school appropriate, and if you have questions about your topic, then shoot me an email, stop and talk to me during office hours or before or after class, and we can talk about your idea, and I can help give you some guidance on the direction that you might want to take with it. Okay, so you're really that is the big goal for this class, is to really start to think about an idea that you might want to do. Now it's an open-ended project, okay, and that really fits into the real world. You're going to be given tasks from your bosses, your principal, other instructors, and they're going to be open-ended. They may not be clear to you at the time that they're given, but it's your job as an active learner and as a professional and as an adult to take the tasks that you've been assigned and to move forward with it. Okay, whether that is you doing it all on your own without asking any questions or asking questions along the way, but you really want to get comfortable with the fact that not everything in the real world is going to be spelled out for you exactly as you may want it. So this is a good test to kind of model what you may see in the real world, in the professional world, I should say, and also give you a chance to learn a lot of new technologies and develop a website. And just I want to show you how easy it is to develop your own website, so that if you want to build something for a business or for a teacher website or for an organization, you can see just how easy it is. Okay, so some examples: you may want to create a content area for if you're going into education. Okay, you may, if you are passionate about a cause, then you can create a website on that cause. If you want to do a business or start a business or start an organization, you can do that. If you want to just create an informational website, you can do that as well. Now I've got a list of different websites that have been created throughout my last semester when I started this. I've also got a link to all of my students from last semester, but here are some really good examples broken down by category. So take a look at those to kind of get an idea of what you want to, or what you may want to do. And to give you an idea, I'm going to be building a site along with you, and I actually, when I designed the course this semester, I started building, this is my site, I created a website called Comfy Dog Days, and this is a website for dogs. It's a nonprofit organization that I hope to start, and where I raise money for resources so that I can foster, not necessarily just me, but I can give money to other people to foster dogs who are close to dying, get them out of the shelters where it's really uncomfortable and they're probably scared, and get them into nice, warm, safe homes so that they can kind of live out their last days in peace and comfort. So I'm building a nonprofit website, and you can kind of take a look at some of the different projects that you're going to create. So that we'll get into this more in upcoming modules, but I've got a flyer here that I used. I've got infographics here. I've got forms that I'm using. I'm going to use a blog, which I haven't done anything with yet. I'll have a video on here, so you'll have just a large number of resources or projects you're going to create. I created an app prototype, and you'll be doing this as well throughout the semester. So you'll create your own app. You won't program it, but you'll just kind of create the app prototype. So this is really something. I'm very passionate about animals. I've always adopted dogs. We have 3 right now that are all rescues. So I saw a story on a place in New York City that does this, kind of like a doggy hospice, that rescues dogs who are close to dying, takes them out of the shelters, and gives them puts them into homes where they can live peacefully for their final days. So that's really a topic that I'm passionate about. And again, I want just to reiterate that I want you to find a topic that you are going to be passionate about and that you'll love creating these assignments for. When I did this last semester for the first time, I got so much positive feedback from students who just love the fact that they could pick the topic and they could build the projects on that topic. Okay, so take a look at the examples to kind of get you started. And then I've got a video that I'll show in class, but if you miss class, you can watch it. It talks about the why. Why am I starting this website? Why? Okay, not just because it's a class assignment, but the why, because for me, it's because I love animals and I want them to, not be scared, not be lonely, not be afraid when they are going through a really tough time at the end of their lives. So that's really my why. It should be, something that you're, again, passionate about. So we'll watch that video in class. Okay. A couple other things. I've got a text messaging system that you can sign up for. This allows me to send a text message to you if I'm going to miss class, if I need to remind you about something. It's a really nice system because it does not allow me to see your numbers. You can't see my phone number. It tracks everything, all messages. So, but it's really helpful to have. I really encourage you. It's optional, but I encourage you to sign up for it. I've got directions here on how you sign up, but that way you'll be able to get messages from me if you need them. Okay. We'll finish up with a learning style quiz. This is kind of just to get you up, moving around, talking to some of your classmates. And then after we finish the learning style quiz, we're going to go over and visit the Ed Tech Lab. Now, this Ed Tech Lab, they're going to give you a short presentation about some of the items that you can check out for free. It's a nice little space to go and work if you have questions. The people in that lab are familiar with this course, EDT180, and they can help out with all the assignments if you have questions and I'm not available. Maybe it's after hours or it's not during my office hours and you have questions. You can go into this lab and get help. So we'll go over to the lab for 10-15 minutes and they're going to give a presentation. Okay, so that's it for day 3 overview. Let me know if you have any questions. Thanks.